Our next presenter is a dynamic lady who has been past CGD. Let me welcome DTM Alka Kumra, who is a career counselor by profession. Mentoring comes naturally to her. With an MBA in finance, she worked as a financial consultant and banker for nearly 30 years, having joined Toastmasters in 2012. Over the years, she not only polished her communication skills, but also recognized the innumerable benefits of mentoring, both as protege and as mentor, to Toastmasters and Cavaliers. When the opportunity came, she immediately gained advanced skills in career coaching and dived into it professionally. Having helped with chartering several Toastmasters and Gabriel's clubs, she is currently a member of 2 Toastmasters club and a counselor for 1 Gabriel club, and has taken up several leadership roles at club, area, division, and district level. She has a team of people under who will show you opening doors to new members. With a loud round of applause, let us welcome DTM Mohammad Shukri from Bahrain, DTM Kapil Kumra from Kuwait, TM Sohag Kotab from Egypt, and TM Omar Mahir from Iraq. The platform is yours, DTM Alka Kumra.
Thank you, our Master of Ceremonies, for that very warm introduction. Good afternoon to our District Director, District PQD, District CGD, HAKA, all admin manager and all the area division leaders, club leaders, and most of all, the members present today. Open House, as you know, is an event that is conducted to get new members. Now, why do we need members? Why do we need members? Can anyone tell?
May I?
Yes, please.
Well, the club needs to survive, and the club cannot survive unless we have members. We cannot have a club unless we have members. And we cannot learn unless we have members. So we cannot grow, be interactive, and cannot learn skills unless we are in one community.
Wonderful. I would like to take your second and third sentence rather than the first. Survive is a last resort. I would say a club would not be there unless we start with membership. First, we have a member and then we join a club, right? The club is made up of members. If we look at our pyramid of Toastmasters, it's an inverted pyramid where member is at the top rather than the CEO or president of Toastmasters International being at the top, because they are the leaders, yet they are for the service to members. So member is at the top of the pyramid in Toastmasters International. And that is why we need new members. We need members. Now, why do we need new members? That is where I would take your first sentence, Toastmaster Muhammad Amin. Yes, a club needs to survive. Without the club, a member also has no learning place. Club is the place where a member practices. That's the ground where we practice, we make mistakes, we learn, and we grow. So that's why a club needs members to survive. And as is the attrition in life itself, members go, their priorities change, they leave. And that is when we need new members. So there are several ways we can get new members, and I would like to congratulate our CGD for this initiative in the first workshop of the term to start with this membership building kit. You heard about the Speechcraft. Speechcraft is organized at the club level, and it helps in getting new members to a club or to organize a new club. Same way, we have several other ways to get new members, like demo meetings. Demo meetings are again for a new club. Now, an open house helps us in getting new members to an existing club. And let me share my screen. So it helps us in getting members to our existing clubs. And if we get a lot of members, we can even start a new club with that. So that's the basic purpose of an open house. It basically has a much larger audience than a speechcraft or a demo meeting. So what basically is an open house? Like a speechcraft or a demo meeting, it's a Toastmasters meeting or an event where prospective members are invited. And where we as members, the existing members, the club members or the area members or the division members, they showcase the benefits by demonstrating the skills that we have learned from Toastmasters. Once we demonstrate, seeing is believing, right? That is what they say, seeing is believing. So when we showcase, we demonstrate those benefits coming to us, the prospective members are inspired to join, motivated to join. Different from a speechcraft or a demo meeting, an open house will usually have guest speakers, a keynote speaker, or some different program we might have within the event. So usually we have 1 or 2 guest speakers who will talk about not only Toastmasters, they may talk about several other benefits that come out of public speaking, taking up leadership, how effective listening can be developed, and similar kind of topics the speakers speak on. And of course, the goal is to attract a large number of guests. And the most important thing, it might have food. Food attracts people, right? So here, unlike a demo meeting or a speechcraft where we may or may not have food, but an open house will definitely have some food. Why I'm telling this is for the clubs or areas or the members who want to organize an open house, they know what all they would need to organize. Now, as we said, the goal is to attract new members. But when we conduct the open house, what are we getting at? First is we are propagating Toastmasters to our community. We are raising our club's profile, not only one club. If it is done at area level, then all the clubs in the area, we are raising their profile. We are informing the public or the community or our audience about the clubs that exist and what is their distinctive feature. We are also encouraging the guests to take active part in that particular meeting, that particular open house. And we are aiming at having maximum participation of the audience. How do we do that? By inviting them for the table topics. And there are other ways as well, which I'll be coming to a little later. So the main aim is to put up a show by which the member or the audience, the attendees are inspired to join Toastmasters. Now, who can organize an open club, an open house? So unlike speechcraft that can be organized by a club, here this can be organized by club or an area on behalf of all the clubs, a division, or even district. Because the main aim here is to get membership irrespective of whether that member is going to join one particular club or different clubs. Now, when we start to organize an open house, the first thing is to know your audience, whether we are going to a corporate, whether we have invited people from corporate guests, whether we have invited community guests, whether we have invited from a school, whether we have invited professionals, teachers, students, parents. So according to our audience, we need to organize the open house by picking up a team accordingly. For example, if it's a corporate club, within our team, the keynote speaker we may choose a speaker who will talk about how it can help in job interviews, how joining Toastmasters can help in improving your presentation to the board of directors. So that is why it's important to know the audience and then pick your team. You will need a lot of people to organize an open house. Yes, it can be organized by 4 people also, but the more, the better it is, because then you can have a real distribution of the workload and it can be done more efficiently. So you should have an organizing committee, logistics committee, public relations, registration, food, refreshment, sergeant at arms, and representatives for the clubs. If you're having it at the area level or division level or district level, you will get a few representatives from all the clubs who can they may even be invited to the podium to talk about their club, or at least talk to the audience during the break and network with them. So you need good representatives from the clubs. And believe me, a good marketing team is very important, because a good marketing will get you the larger number of audience that we are aiming for in an open house. Now, what we need to do as far as keynote speakers are concerned, we need to get the support of a presenter who is very good, who can really showcase the benefits that the particular topic that he's going to talk about, that is going to bring to the audience. So he will not only educate the audience, but also raise awareness about Toastmasters. There is a Toastmasters International presentation, Find Your Voice. That is the presentation that should be done at any open house by a seasoned Toastmaster, because that gives basically the information about Toastmasters. What is Toastmasters? And then the other workshops, like I mentioned before, can be about effective evaluation, listening, impromptu speaking, leadership, how these things benefit a person, not only at workplace, but also in the community. So we need to get good presenters. The next thing is other role players. Also, we need to have good role players who will be able to showcase the Toastmasters benefits in a good way. So who are the role players that we need? Like a typical Toastmasters meeting, we need a speaker, we need an evaluator, we need a table topics master, table topics speaker, timer, grammarian, counter, general evaluator, Toastmaster of the day. And we need to have a sergeant at arms and president. So we just need to have someone play that role. Doesn't have to be from a specific club. And of course, workshop presenters and guest speakers will be there. What would be the meeting components? Of course, these will go as per the normal meetings that we have. There will be a prepared speech session. There will be a table topic session. There will be an evaluation session. But what we can do differently here, we can add some testimonials about Toastmasters. For example, a new member who joined a year back, we can ask him to speak for a minute, saying how Toastmasters has benefited him. Or we can have a seasoned speaker also speak about how Toastmasters has benefited him, his family, his children, whatever. Then a prepared speech and evaluation has to be there. This is another way we can interact or get the audience to interact during the open house. We can involve them in the evaluation. After the normal evaluation, the evaluator can ask the audience, out of the audience, if anybody would like to add to it, if they like the speech, what they would have liked to see more in the speech. So that way we give a chance, an opportunity to the audience to interact during the open house. And then, of course, table topic session, if we make it more generic, more interesting, rather than very difficult ones, let us have simple ones and follow the technique that Toastmasters has suggested or recommended, that give the topic first and then call or ask the audience to volunteer to come and speak about it, rather than asking them to come first and then giving them on the spot, very on the spot topic. That sometimes puts people off. And of course, the workshops need to be inspiring enough. How do we make it a success? Yes, these are the essentials. First, the planning part is very, very important. Toastmasters International recommends we start planning for for an open house at least 40 days before the event. Because a lot of planning, a good planner will definitely make it a successful event. Marketing is equally important. We need to market the event very well through social media, through the other channels, emails, getting those bulk emails, and whatever. We can get an influencer to talk about it. So marketing has to be very important. It's very important. And the last part is execution, of course. If possible, we get some sponsorships, prepare the venue very well, arrange an engaging meeting, and showcase the benefits of Toastmasters in a way that will be really inspiring and motivating to the audiences. Now we have done the event, or we are going to do the event. We have planned everything. The event is going to be there. What is our plan for converting the guest to member? We have to keep our membership forms ready at the event so that we can distribute it to the audience. And if they feel like they would fill it up then and there. There have been events where on the spot people have registered as members. Follow up after a few days. A press release should be there, which should be sent by email to or by WhatsApp or whatever to all the attendees, because they have registered. We have their emails with us. It should be on the social media, and the social media accounts, I think all clubs, most of the clubs have. If they don't have, Instagram is a great tool, great way to publicize the event before and after the event as well. Now comes the crucial part of why I should be doing an open house. As a member, what is in it for me? Okay, my club needs members. Yes, okay, but why should I be doing it? Yes, of course, you can become a sponsor to new members. That's an opportunity. Since you have been crucial in getting those new members who are joining after attending your open house, you have the opportunity to sponsor those new members. It can be your DTM project. It can be your HPL project, if you like. CGD office has a lot of awards that you might get. For area and division, there is an incentive also in terms of some amount being given to organize this open house. But for members who are coordinators and clubs who do it, there are awards that come from the CGD office. And of course, it's an important achievement for whoever is organizing it. These are some of the useful resources that are there. I'll be sharing these with the CGD office, and CGD can send it to all the clubs. These are the useful resources that can be used to organize an open house. We have been having several open houses from numerous years in Bahrain and Kuwait. Egypt and Iraq are comparatively new. We two Toastmasters, and they have had smaller number of open houses. But we can, I'm sharing a few exemplary ideas where the open houses have been conducted. So these examples will give you an idea about the venues, what venues you can choose, will give you about the kind of audience you can get. Now, in Bahrain, one open house was conducted by a club in a residential apartment party hall. It was conducted for members as well as, of course, non-member, non-Toastmasters were there. And the achievement of the open house was that 5 attendees registered as Toastmasters on the spot and 2 became members later. So a club getting 7 members by an event is a big achievement. This was the event that we are talking about at a residential apartment. So you can see how in a party hall it was conducted, and one of the well-known Toastmasters was a keynote speaker. Then there was a joint area speech contest, which was also marketed as an open house. The venue was a university, and it was conducted by 2 areas. There were more than 40 attendees. So this is how these events can be publicized. Even a simple speech contest can be publicized as an open house, and you can invite non-Toastmasters there who will be inspired to join Toastmasters, seeing the contests. These are some of the pictures of some other open houses in Bahrain. Coming to Kuwait. A district level seminar was held at Gulf University of Science and Technology, where there were 250 plus attendees. And around 24 or 25 people registered on the spot. And several joined later. They all joined different clubs, but it was conducted for mainly the students and teachers of Gulf University and several other universities also, who came to that venue to attend the event. These are some of the pictures. Another event, speaker to trainer, was conducted by a club recently in a hotel, and non-Toastmasters were invited as well. So there were nearly 40 attendees, and again, it was publicized as an open house as well. So these are the ways you can conduct an open house. These are the pictures of the event. These are some of the other events that were held, open houses that were held, virtual open houses by clubs, physical open houses by clubs, areas, divisions, district. So there is no end to your imagination and creativity to see how and where these open houses can be held. I'm sure in the next workshops or next terms, we will have even such pictures and such ideas to share from Egypt and Iraq as well. Now, let me end my presentation here with a quote from the founder of Toastmasters in this 100th year of Toastmasters. Ours is the only organization I know that is dedicated to the individual. We work together to bring out the best in each of us, and then we apply these skills to help others. And nothing is a greater example for this than an open house, where we showcase our skills. Thank you for listening to this.